What's going on, guys? Matty Day Trades back at it again, baby. Weekly watch list last week went absolutely parabolic. Sucks because you make a watch list, you get sidetracked with other things, and you kind of miss the moves. I only got to nibble a couple pieces of last week, but this week's setting up for a good week again. Snow's been very playable up and down, and we've been watching it every week, and we're gonna continue to watch it here. As you can see, 141.40 is major here. It's, first time it bounced. It saw, well, I guess the high was 154, came back down, and then the high of 161. Very reactant here. So we're looking really, I'm looking to short personally. I'm going to be short this week here. So 141.40 would be my short trigger. You do have, some commotion down here, but again, you're on the daily here, and I'm looking, well, give or take. I mean, it's a little messy down here, but still $5-6 move here. Let's see, it would be something like that, respectively, and this pump on Snow, I'm not really buying it after you know all that's going on here. The lows of 110 ripping to 164. I haven't seen Snow move like that in some time. Sorry, I don't know where. I'm just making sure if my video's still here. So yeah. So let's get into intraday here a little bit. So. Yeah, so basically, like I said, under 141.40 PA, right? We kind of fall to this 136. Give cushion 136 to 134 there, but at 134 opens the gates up here. We can see 130, 126. I'm loving this. Snow's obviously a nice mover, and you could, get paid heavily on these to the upside. I mean, if market gets a bounce here, you could play over 145 to the upside. I wouldn't, but 147, 152, and it can push to like 158 area. Again, I'm more short thesis here. I wonder what the weekly looks like. That daily yesterday, that 152 just gave out and never stopped on Friday. Monthlies getting a little wicky. Weeklies looking real heavy. Yeah, I really like this play. So like I said, 141.40 is going to be that trigger. Zoom is another one. It's also been on our watch list for some time here. We played the bear flag. I'm going to delete this. Just sorry. The heat out here is killing me. We played the bear flag breakdown, double top. 105 sank and gave us that 95 area. Under that, we could really fall to 84. Bear flag breakdown potentially, is I don't know. Could this be breakdown retest? I'd love to see some new lows. Keep that structure right before lower highs. Now we've put in a lower low, a higher low, right? Your highest high, higher low, right? That's new downtrend. So ideally, I want a lower low, which would be unreal. I'm going to play my trigger under 105.33 here, risking 102. Why? Because I get a good move either way. That's a $3, $3.50 move here. I still will make money on my contracts. Gap fill there. Under that, I'd love to see this thing at 95.88. Let's dig in here on the 4-hour. I'm sorry, I played this a lot. Yeah, so there's that 105.33. You see my risk here right at that like 102.30, under 102.30. I could see this thing 99, under 99 really is that green light to 90, 96 area. If that 95.88 breaks, well, we would be printing, but we're heading back down to the 90 area. If you wanted to play this to the upside, 113.30, but you're running into some serious supply here, but 116.25, 117.89 over that. You could definitely see that move to 120 and then 122, 126. But again, I'm more downside here. I'm real excited for the downside. I want to see this thing put in a lower low. When we go back to that daily here, that lower low, here's that lower low. Here's that higher low. So a lower low puts us somewhere down here. which would be unreal because that equals down here, right? Even if we get something like 88, 84, but that's what I'm looking for on Zoom. Netflix, we saw that run up. It's kind of getting crazy how, look at earnings 2 years back and the numbers, and it's funny what we move on now, I guess. But either way, potentially retest of our prior breakdown level. It literally wicked to the cent. If 230.86 breaks out, this thing can run to 250 very fast. I have no problem playing that. I don't think it happens, but either way, that's your call trigger, 230.86. Over that, let's see this low here, 230. So 230.86 trigger, 236, 242, 248. But for the downsides, what I'm excited here for, that rip kind of causes serious imbalance here. I'm fine with playing Friday's breakdown 218.74 low. The imbalance is all the way back 203, 190. We're trading at 220 now. Let's dive in a little intraday here just to get a better idea of what's going on. So Friday's low is 218.44, but I'd feel more comfortable under 217 personally. Let's set 217 here. Boom, boom. You could look for the bounce there for that 230.86 move. I'm looking for the slice down. Under that, 211.35. 211.35 is that green light. Open the gates. We could get some around 210, 207, 203. That's what I'm looking for. Under 203, again, you're printing 197, then that, major 191, 190 area. That daily kind of, like I said, daily spits the image a lot better here. It's 230.86 back down to 203. Weekly also spits that image. The real imbalance is all the way back down to 191, like I said. 203 opens gates to 190. CRM is kind of just, I only play this name when it's at major levels of interest. So when I'm looking at CRM here, right, it's kind of just this new area of price is kind of just missiles, right? It's 186, 175, 160, 155, 155 bounce, 192, 192 reject, 157, 157, 186, 186, 160, right? Broken record here, but serious moves, multi baggers here, right? So Friday we saw 180, 86, 186, 56 reject. I'm looking for some follow through down here. Honestly, I want to see this at 176. I want to see this at 167. And if we can land in that 160, 157 area, you have a gap fill down to 173. Our retest is at 177. And if that's just, like I said, that weekly spits it a lot better. But let's just watch PA, what happens, right? Like I said, we did it on the weekly. You get here, get down here. Major moves here. It's insane. Here, you get down here. Here, you get, I know I'm like a broken record. That's why now I'm like, here, you get here, because I just really just spit numbers. So, long story short here, right? So we're back at this short area. I want to get caught, whether it's a high or low, I don't even care, but this still sends you 167. We're trading at 182 now. You could play, and again, we get breakdown of 181.40 close. This thing straight shot 177. Under 177, price goes 173. 173 is really opening the gates up to 167. I want 167. Playing Friday's lows, like I said, that you get to close under that 181.40 level. That's a sinker to 177 fast Under 177, like I said, you're going to 173 pretty quick. Um, as you can see, we're kind of bouncing off the green light level here now. Um, but the weekly should spit volumes here. Like I said, you get major moves. It's 186 to, high 150s, which is a $30 range. So hopefully we can crack this and get back down here, 167, high 150s, low 160s, whatever it may be. So we got Zoom, Netflix, CRM, Snow. We already went over that. Zoom, yeah. I mean, there's so many names. MDB, definitely worth noting. Weekly bear flag, weekly resistance. Daily, is right into supply here. Again, look at price, what happens, right? When this 300 breaks down, look at the candles, look at the candles, look at the candles. So we got a 300 breakdown. You could get us somewhere at trend. If trend breaks down, forget about it. This thing is absolutely gutter gang. Google's another one, bear flag. We caught this nice Friday play. Bear flag breakdown, but if 105.60 goes, our prior lows at 101. I mean, there were so many names this week. Disney went crazy, got a little Netflix pump there. 104, 105 levels is definitely interesting here, but we've created an imbalance all the way back to 97. Even if this thing can make a move to 100, great. Coin, I broke down my analysis pretty good on Twitter with Coin, but Coin made a monster move, broke out on the weekly here. We watched this last week, kind of running into some supply. Basically under 70, this has imbalanced down to 63, even low 62, 60s. If this thing, breaks 80, forget about it. This thing's going to rip faces. I don't think it does. But definitely noted under 70. Well, Friday's low is 69.16. You might as well be safe there. Imbalance all the way down to 63, 60, right? Under 60, this thing goes 57 pretty fast. Shopify, Net. I mean, there's just so many names here. Net, daily, weekly bear flag as well. Shopify, the box. Learn this. You'll make money. I have a YouTube on it. Please watch it. Literally, 40-20 short. I call it risk off, right? I'm shorting 40-20. I get it. We broke over. But my clear breakouts 41-39. These are my favorite trades. I'm calling top / bottom. Same thing. I'm going long at 30.51. My risk is 29.76. 29.76 breaks down. I go short. Same thing here. 40-20. I'm short. If 41.40 breaks, guess what? I'm long. Simple, right? Shopify, this thing breaks 35, gives you 30. 35 bounce gives you 40, right? 30 gives 40, 40 gives 30, etc. FCX, I mean, commodities been tough read, honestly, but they have been really hurt here. I mean, FCX is look at this monthly. We just broke down major demand here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know when or what. I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing back trading at like 22.20 again. But yeah, I think that's pretty good for now, guys. Our main was Zoom, Netflix, CRM, Snow, Google. Dude, there's so much. Airbnb looks good. I mean, I think we have a solid list here, but. Airbnb broke down 105. 105 gives you 98. 98 gives you 92, right? I'm not saying it happens, but look on the daily, right? Where what happens here, right? Well, 105 gave 91. 105 gave 93. 105 gave 86. 105 is going to give 98, going to give 92. 86 low, who knows? I don't, but definitely have this obviously long, 110 again. Airbnb could see a nice run. I wouldn't even want to long it. 115 is like max I can see. That's serious supply, but downside, this thing looks real pretty. Expedia under 99 looks great. I mean, Affirm. There's so many names here. I could just keep going and going. Like Roku also looks real nice, but we kind of went over Netflix. So, all right, guys, I'm going to head out of here. Let's bank this weekend. Last week we went nuclear. Let's do it again. All right, have a good Sunday. Let's ride.